Summoned to Japan by an old acquaintance, Wolverine becomes embroiled in a conflict that forces him to confront his own demons. I'm Caboose XBL, and today I will be reviewing The Wolverine. So the movie opens up with a actually very highly intense scene. Wolverine is in Japan, and this is obviously before he even loses his memory. So he's in Japan, and this bomb is about to drop. So these soldiers, they're like, listen, we're not gonna die at the hand of these people, so we're gonna kill ourselves. And they start, like bowing down and just killing themselves. And this one man, he's just like, I can't do this. And Wolverine obviously saves him, like you see in the beginning of the film. But the reason I'm talking so in depth about this is simply because the way you see Logan or Hugh Jackman after the explosion, it really pushes the boundaries of a PG-13 movie. Everything that happens in this movie really pushes the boundaries of a PG-13 movie. Hugh Jackman swears, you know, he drops the F-bomb. There's blood on his claws when he stabs somebody. There's like just really disgusting scenes that make you just go like, ew, just ew, and it's very, very cool. So after the beginning of the film, we're getting Wolverine, and he's disheveled, and he's broken down, and it takes place after the events of X-Men 3. So spoiler alert if you haven't watched X-Men 3, he kills Jean Grey, and he's broken by this. He has nightmares every night. He can't handle the fact that he's done what he did, and obviously he had to do it, but he can't handle that, and it's destroyed him, But then he gets seeked out and brought to Japan to say goodbye to an old man, and yada yada yada. Point is, I'm not going to tell you the whole plot. I'm just going to give my review. So here we go. This film was so good. I really enjoyed this film. Like, huge jacked man. What's that? Hugh Jackman, not huge jacked man. Even though that's what he was in the film, Hugh Jackman just kills it as Wolverine, as he always does. If there's one thing you can take away from the fact, if there's one thing you can compliment X-Men Origins or X-Men 3, or X-Men Origins Wolverine or X-Men 3, it's that Hugh Jackman always puts his heart into the role of Wolverine. He's not like Christian Bale, Even though Christian Bale, he's an amazing actor, he did the Batman films well. He's not like Christian Bale, where he kind of just leaves the franchise. He leaves the foundation of his acting career. Hugh Jackman knows that he would be nowhere. He would be a nobody if it wasn't for the X-Men films. So he's always sticking close to that character, and he always puts his heart out into it, for sure. And they did him so well, to a T. They did Logan or Wolverine in this film. You really get emotionally attached to the character, and they just portray everything that's happening in his life so well, and you feel for the guy. It's not like he has like a nightmare once or twice, and then after he shaves, he gets all clean cut, he's fine. No, the guy legitimately can't stop thinking about his previous events. So obviously this old man offers him mortality. And eventually he does become mortal. He for some reason he can't heal, and he is vulnerable at this point. He can die, and there's not that lack of fear as there were in the first previous films where, you could just watch him get stabbed and you're like, he's going to start kicking ass now. Your fault for stabbing him. No, in this film, he can get shot. He can get stabbed, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to stay hurting him, it's not, or stay hurting. He's going to be injured, and there's that sense of fear, and there's that sense of actual vulnerability to the point where you can say, hey, this guy can die now. And, the plot is not the greatest plot in the world, but that the fact that it's a comic book movie is what allows you to establish that, In Avengers, there was really no plot. The aliens came to Earth, they fought aliens, explosions. And Wolverine, very generic, well, not generic, but very comic book style plot that has, its points where, like, if he lost his healing factor, how would he not just lay motionless with the adamantium just completely weighing him down, But you look past that because of the fact that he did such a good job, and this film is so good. There's one particular action scene, and this is my only gripe, is that there's one particular action scene where it's almost as if the cameramen were so excited with what they were filming that they totally forgot that they were filming. They were shaking that camera like crazy, It was a little much, but it finally got steady and it got good with the action scenes after that. And my God, the character development, the story, and everything was done so well, and I enjoyed this film so much. Honestly, you really get attached to the characters. You really understand the story, and I know a lot of people are complaining about the third act or the last 20 minutes of this film, but I really enjoyed it because it really lets you understand that this isn't supposed to be the most realistic film of all time, but the fact that this is based off a comic book where things aren't real most of the time, and that's why I really enjoyed the last 20 minutes because it allows me to sit there and go, yeah, this is a comic book film and it's not trying to be anything more than that. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed this film, and you should stay for the credits. Do not skip the credits. If you go into a Marvel movie and then you leave during the credits, you're not a Marvel fan. Even if you don't read comics, you are not a Marvel fan, So yeah, stay for the credits, and there will be a spoiler review up in about a day or two. But the verdict for this film, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really, really good film. I highly suggest that you watch it because it does the character justice times a million, But anyways, I'm Caboose XBL, bringing you another movie review. Tell me what your thoughts are on the film if you've seen it yet. I'm Caboose XBL. Once again, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.